Hello friends, here we go. Hello friends, here we doing our second project in Smart Interns. Our project title is Sentimental Analysis of Twitter Data Using Deep Learning. Twitter is popular nowadays to express opinions about different topics such as products, movies, music, politicians, social events, and so on. With the help of tweets and sentimental analysis model, um, our, our project aims to determine the sentiment which you type and it classifies tweets as positive and negative. Here we go. A small simplified diagram of a project architecture. Um, here we uh, here we process the data set and classify the tweets as positive and negative. This is the detailed description of a model. First, we collect the data set from the Kaggle, tweet data set from the Kaggle, and we move on to the next step, pre-processing step. The cloud diagrams are explain what we undergo through the data pre-processing, and then we move on to filtering of our data. The next step of our project is model building, training, training, and optimization. Here we optimize the data. So here we optimize the model, and we optimize the model, and then we save the model. After saving our model, we enter into the classification part, and then our next step of after the classification, we move on to UI, which is served from Flask, which classify the tweets into positive and negative as we entered after we enter the tweets. Next step will explain by Susita.
Now I am going to explain the steps involved in our project for model building. First, we are importing the datasets. These datasets were collected from Kaggle. We are importing both the train dataset and the test dataset. We are using different libraries such as Pandas, NumPy for pre-processing. The first step is to clean the data. Here, in this cleaning process, we remove punctuations, numbers, and convert the word into lowercase. And the next step is stemming. Stemming is a process of producing morphological varieties of root or base word. The next step is to import count vectorizer. Count vectorizer is used to convert a collection of text documents to a vector of term or token counts. It enables the pre-processing of data prior to generating the vector representation. Next, we are moving on to splitting into training and test data set. We have split the data set into train set and test set. Next step is to build the model. Here we are using Keras library for building the model. We will use sequential constructor to create the model and will have layers added to add method. Here we are adding input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. Next, the model is compiled, and then we are saving the model, and the epoch is being run, and the accuracy is got. And then now we are making predictions. The accuracy of this project is 94%. And next we are saving the model using the pickle, using the library pickle, and then we are making the predictions. Here the 20 tweets are predicted and it is represented in the form of zeros and ones. And following this, the Flask part will be explained by Naveen.
Hello friends, I am Naveen Kumar. Now I am going to explain the Flask part of the project. Here up till here we done the model building. Next we are going to build a web application which will be very interactive for user, so that user can interact with the website. So in first we build a app.py file. for the Python file. First, I will explain the file architecture. In order to build a Flask application, we need a file architecture like this. First, we need a static file and a template file, a template folder. Then we need app.py file. Also, we need a pickle model and the model.sy file, which these two files are generated from the notebook, from which we build a model using Keras library, and also for count vectorizer, from which we use the pickle model. So after that, next part, we build the app.py file. In app.py file, we will render the images based on the user input. If it is positive, then we will render one emoji image, and if it is negative, we will render another image. So next, this is brain.py file. This is a subpart of this app.py file. There is no problem. Then we actually first in testing part we will run the application in the local server. In local server, after running this file, we will get a local URL which is 127.0.0.15,000. When we run it is on web application, we will get output like this. That means we will run the full application. After testing, what we done here is we deploy this application in the Heroku platform, which is a cloud platform provided by Salesforce. So in that part, we will just connected that Git account into the Heroku platform, and then we manually deploy the branch so that we will get a application. So this is the applied part. Next, I'm going to show the live demo of our project. Actually, this is our GitHub repo. If you want a clear explanation, you can also read this README file where you can get a clear idea of our project. Next, I'm going to show the live demo. When you click this, you will get the live demo. Because we deployed it globally in the Heroku platform, it will be available. So this is our main project file. Actually, this is the output. You can see if the user types the corresponding tweet here, it will be shown this positive tweet mean it will show this emoji, happy emoji. If it is negative, it will be show the image of the sad emoji. So next, you have to type the tweets. Actually, if you type I hate you, this is a negative thing. So initially it will be shown some waiting emoji. This will show you to type something. So when you click predict, since it is a negative word, you will get a negative emoji. So it is sad, it's showing sad. When you click words such as success or something positive word, when you click predict, it will predict and give us happy emoji. So this is our project. We done this project, second project for AI intern. So thanks to SmartBridge for giving us this opportunity. So it's really a good experience. So in this we used, what are all the things we used? Just giving a glimpse. So in this we use core concept, deep learning, NLP and sentiment analysis. And then the language and framework used for notebook, for building a model, we use Python and the Keras and TensorFlow framework. Then for web pages, we use Flask as a server and HTML, CSS and Bootstrap for building the web page. And also we used, and finally we used Heroku platform for deployment part. So this is our project. So thank you, friends.